And we're here. Hello, 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 hello. Did I remember to unmute all the things? Yes, I think so. I think for the first time, I did it right. I hope everybody is doing well. I didn't even bother to look at my hair. I guess it's standing up in an appropriate, acceptable way. Yeah. I also realized a few moments before, that I have like Scott and I've been working on the quiz, but that was the only thing I'm prepared for today. So, yeah, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next week. No, I hope everything is going well. I did not take any ADHD medicine today just because I forgot to, and then it was too late. So you get fully distractible Sean. Oh yes, it's not great. So here, I'll pop this up. Does this still work? Yeah, it works. Yeah, so my hair is not green because my daughter's getting married in October, and when I walk her down the aisle, the focus needs to be on her and not the weird old guy with green hair. So that's why I'm kind of planning on maybe going back to green after that. We'll see what happens. But anyway, yeah. Hello, hello, everyone. We'll have. Oh yeah, at Mason, you'll definitely have to post a pic of the of the lady donkey friend who likes long walks on the beach or wherever it is you walked. Yeah, it's a good day. So okay, we're gonna do the test. I'm not sure if Scott's here yet. Hey, Northern Chimp. I don't know if Scott is here yet. So I just have a. Is everybody on the Discord? Does everybody have an account on Discord and logged into our Discord server? Hopefully. If not, so what I want to do is in the weekend assignment channel, we're gonna do the test. Oh, Scott, you're here. Awesome. We're gonna do the quiz in the weekend assignment channel, but I have a test quiz to make sure that everybody has like proper permissions because it's like an announcement channel in there, and I just want to make sure that everybody can like participate. So this is just a silly test. So if you're in there, go ahead and go into the weekend assignment channel. I will try to start the quiz. Let's see. All right. I feel like I should. Should we make it so that we can all look at the thing? Hold on. No, not that one. I'm gonna try to put it on the screen. How do I minimize my full screen? Oh, that's weird. All right. Huh. Oh wait. Oh, there's a little pop up in here. I'll show it. Sorry. This is what I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of this screen. But I think here. All right. I knew how to do it before. Can I just minimize? There we go. Minimization, baby. All right. I don't even know if this is what it looks like for everybody else. Oh, I can't. So, I actually use Discord on a different computer, so I can't very well drag it in here. That's, somebody did say it's a web app too, right? It's a web app to get onto Discord. Let me open up a browser of the web. Discord, just discord.com. Open Discord in your browser. Enter your username. It makes me do my password here. I'll do that up here. Log in. Oh, I can log in with my phone. All right. Such an exciting live stream. Bet y'all are just so excited that you got here on time. Anybody who's ever been late and been like, oh, what did I miss? Clearly not very much. How do I scan a thing? I'll scan QR code. All right. Yes, log me in. All right, I'm logged in. All right. Nerdlings.net. There's nothing like exposed or anything. Weekend assignment. All right. Let's see. Can y'all see that? Yeah. Right. Everybody can see that? I think so. Yeah, I can see it on my screen. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'll start it over here, and it should just be here. Here's how it goes. You, I'm sorry. Let's see, Mason. Do we need to follow the channel? I don't know. You need to be in the channel weekend assignment. I don't think you have to follow it. I think that'll just send you notifications like on different servers. Um, so if you're in the weekend assignment channel and you see like what I see there, like where it says a twist on the weekend assignment this week, if you see that, that's, I think where everybody needs to be. And then I'm going to start a quiz, and it's like real time, like we're all competing to answer the questions together. And this isn't the official quiz for this week. This is the test quiz before the official test quiz. So yeah. All right. So I'm going to start over there. Boom. All right. Oh, all right. See, it's good that we did this. So let me, permissions, Quizbot needs to be able to send messages. And what else did it need to be able to do? Embed links. Is that embed links. All right. Save changes. Okay, let's see if this does it. All right. Oh, okay. The quiz has started. Just a silly test. So it should ask everyone in the channel a question. Everybody should be able to answer. To name a Garfield's girlfriend. Oh, you're going to watch me answer. All right. You can cheat off me if you want. Kind of a Garfield fan, so. And this one goes for 20 seconds. So you answer, you won't get any feedback. You'll see it like do that little thing, and then that's it. All right. Time's up. Awesome. The quiz will continue in 5 minutes. All right. So we got 4 people playing. All right. The next, it should just start here pretty quick. Like the next, yeah, there we go. Boom. He's gray. Spelled with an E, which I don't think is the American way to spell gray, but it's how I always do it. So I don't know. So Scott deserves all the credit for getting all this integration stuff working. And he was able to get it going. And we like tested stuff as far as timing goes. So when the real test happens, I think there's 30 seconds in each question. And so that should work well. Boom. I think there's only 3 questions. So this is a short test quiz. We need music for it. La, da, 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 da. This reminds me, if anybody's been to like Buffalo Wild Wings, they have like the little games that you can play, like quiz questions or like trivia things. And all right, my own quiz where I made up the questions and I got first place, but just barely. All right, so that was it. So that's how it's gonna work, and it'll be in this channel. Everybody was able to participate, so thank you for testing that with me. Let's see if I figure anything else out. Yeah, dodgy music really does seem like important for it. So I have this thing on my screen that's telling me that I can't. What can I do? Okay. Oh, I can't reply. I can't reply to questions on LinkedIn in my chat overlay thing. Okay, cool. That's fine. Anybody else have anything going on this week? I really wasn't kidding. I didn't prepare much other than, and even Scott did most of the work on the quiz. So, yes. I know I don't want to throw Scott under the bus. He's been working on a different one. This is a quiz bot that he found, that he like got working, integrated, and made sure that it would work for us and stuff, while he's working on one that he's writing. So, yeah, he gets all the credit. He gets all the credit if it goes well, and if things go wrong, it's my fault. How's that? There's a number 4, a bash quiz in the rabbit hole. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, and that was the other thing too. So when you started, it's kind of like this multiplayer thing going on, which is neat. You know, it's not just like go take a quiz. You can do it by yourself. So what I did, I created a private channel on my own. Can you create a private channel on a thing if you're not the person, like the owner or whatever? I don't know, but I wonder if you can do it if you can like directly message Quizbot. Oh, that would be interesting if you can message Quizbot directly and start a quiz just with you. I'm looking here for. I don't even know how to do that. Let's go back here. Okay, where's Quizbot? There we go. Quizbot, can I message you directly? Add to server. He's already on the server. I don't know. Message Quizbot. Sup. All right, now can I play? Oh, I don't have a number. Let's try that one. That's a good quiz. Watch, it's going to be porn or something. The application did not respond. Okay, maybe I need a real quiz number. Oh, wait, no, there's play random. No, you can't do that. Okay. All right, well, now we know. I don't know how you can play just one-on-one. Maybe somebody knows. Oh, wrong full screen. You can make your own private quizzes. Okay, do you know where you go to do that? I don't, because messaging Quizbot directly is not the way. It is not the Mandalorian way. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, so another thing that we wanted to figure out too. So we're going to play with this week. We'll start the quiz in just a few minutes here. But there is a pro version of it. And there's a pro version, but it doesn't seem to offer a ton of stuff. Like you can name the quizzes or something, but I don't know. The free version is pretty awesome. So let's see. Looking at the stickers on my Etsy page. No, I printed them. I had them made. So I had them made. So like, yeah, when I say like free shipping worldwide, it's literally from Petoskey, Michigan, where I live here. So yeah, I have all of those stickers. I have so when I first started my comic, do you know the story about the old spot sticker? So these are the original stickers. I made these way early on, way before I should have made any merchandise. And this drawing was the first time I drew Spot in a comic at all. Like when Blue went to the shelter just to look at, dogs and fell in love with Spot. That was the first time I drew Spot ever in my life. And I mean, anybody who's read my comic knows I'm not a great artist. And so I wasn't sure I'd ever be able to draw the Spot again and have him look like Spot. That was literally a very big concern of mine. So I made a graphic of him, and it's the same dog in every frame there. And I think the next couple comics might have had the same copy pasted Spot, because I'm never going to be able to draw it so it looks like the same dog. And so I decided to make a sticker of that. So that is the drawing that I originally drew. And I got a whole bunch of them. It was like a deal. So I got a whole bunch of them. So I have a bunch of those original Spots, but they're not as cute. I mean, if you look at well, here, I'll just put it up on the screen. So if you look, that original one on the bottom, I mean, it's cute, but he got cuter, all right, as the time went on. And so the smaller Spot sticker, he's much cuter. But that original one is funny for me because it was literally the actual first drawing. I didn't know if I was ever going to be able to do it again. So yeah. Anyway, that's the story of the Spot sticker. And yeah, they're limited edition. Oh, so yeah. And I don't know if I actually ran out of books. I don't have any more books left here, because the local bookstore purchased books from me, and which is awesome, but they purchased all that I had. So they purchased all the books that I had left. And so I haven't seen them on display. I have to admit, I'm kind of excited to go down to the bookstore and see my book on display in the store. So I'll have to get a picture of that. But yeah, it's a neat problem to have. And so I have to order more, and it'll take a few weeks before I get them. But so, I mean, I'll have more books. But anyway. Oh, hey, Lewis, on vacation. Won't be around. That's okay. Um, you know what? Have fun for us. We are not on vacation. I mean, I could be like all cheery and say like every day is like a vacation when you love your day or something. I don't know. What is it? Something about do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. Something like that. Yeah, I don't know. That's not as helpful as you might think. I guess we could take the quiz. There are people here. Okay, oh, you good. Have fun. Yes. I guess let's do the actual quiz. So did anybody watch the video? I just based the questions on the one video. It's just the what was the video even? The first security, no, not the first security. Well, dang it, what video was it? Oh, the I think it was Linux hardening. Giggle. Linux hardening, is that it? I don't know. Whatever video I linked to, that's the one that the quiz questions are based on. So let's I got 10 minutes in before this started. Wait, before what started? What did I miss? Oh, Scott, man, don't tell anybody. You can take the quiz. You get to be the leader. I was thinking, so let's do that. Then we can talk about if it was fun, if you like it, if it's something we should continue, if there should be like a booby prize for the leader of the day or whatever. I don't even know. But 10 minutes into the video on Linux hardening. Okay. All right. Well, good. Then I think it's a perfect time to take the quiz. So, hey, Scott, do you have the permissions in weekend assignments to start a quiz? I don't know what the permissions are there, because this will not surprise anybody, but I am not a Discord pro. Maybe not. I don't think you can, Scott. I'm sorry. I think you don't have permission there, and I don't know how to create a new role for a person right now. So I will just find the quiz number. All right. Got the number. Copy. Pasta. All right. Chef Dediop, yes. Don't forget your question though. All right, so I'm gonna try and start it here. Let's see. Play. Nope, that is not. Oh, play. Okay. All right, I think it's gonna start. Now there's 30 seconds for each question because there's a lot of reading. So yeah, on your marks, get set, and it should start soon, but I know there's a delay, so maybe it'll be a second. All right, here we go. I will be the background music. La 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 la. No, here, we'll do this. don't believe that's true, Mason. We're half done, everybody. It was a twofer. Nice. All right, let's see how everybody did. Mason wins, but just barely. Tinto was just behind. And Shane didn't give up. Way to go. All right, 3 people participated. I'm impressed. I'm totes okay with that. So, thoughts. What do we think? Why is this not going away? There we go. Never surrender. That's right. Oh man. Okay, that was fun to watch too. I think a couple things. One, I think I do it to get like I didn't think about like putting the things scrolling by on the screen until I until like halfway through. So definitely the next week I think we'll do another quiz. That was kind of fun. So we'll do that, and then the background music is key. Definitely good background music. I'll make sure that it displays as it goes in the screen. There is a delay, so I'm not sure how that goes, like how frustrating that might be. Probably not bad. Probably you get to be able to answer the question and then look at the stream and then like see what's happening, because like if you're watching the stream, you want to watch your quiz in Discord so you can do the question and then look up and see what happens, because it'll happen in front of you before it happens up there. Does it make sense? I think that makes sense. Anyway, yeah, and the dancing from the, I mean, that's a long time for me to hold still, especially, I don't have any ADHD medicine in me. So, I mean, you know, it's lucky that I'm still in my chair. Okay, so yeah, the screen of Discord answer doesn't remain highlighted or confirms the acknowledgement. So yeah, that is, so Scott and I were talking about that too. Like when you click on it, you like does a little like blub, 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 blub thing, but then it goes and it doesn't stay that way. And I'm not sure. I mean, that's just something about the quiz bot. You don't know if that's there's no like signaling that, yeah, you really did answer. What I don't know is if you can change your answer. I guess I should have played with that and tested. I don't know if you can change your answer, but still it'd be nice if it like showed you what you clicked or like acknowledged for more than that like second of like when you click on it. But nonetheless, it's still pretty fun. It really does have that Buffalo Wild Wings feel to me. And I don't know that Buffalo Wild Wings is something that exists outside of probably even Midwest United States, but it's a chicken wings bar, sports bar kind of thing, and they have these little machines that are on every table, and then it's a sports bar, so there's televisions everywhere, and one or two of the screens usually has a quiz game going, kind of like this, always going, and you can pick it up while you're like waiting for your food, and just like try to answer, and the quicker you answer the more points you get, and you just put your name in there, and so like people around the restaurant that you don't know, I mean it's just the entire restaurant is playing the same game, and so I mean there's usually somebody who makes their username like butt sniffer 11 or something, but anyway, it's just fun, and that's kind of the vibe that it gave me, and I thought it was kind of cool. So yeah, let's try that for a while. I'll base questions off like either one video or a couple of videos from that week, and then we can take the quiz together. That's fun. I think it's fun. So I mean, seriously, Scott, thank you for making this happen. It was something that was brought up and mentioned during these live streams, but Scott made it happen by finding a program that integrated well. And I don't always love Discord, but I think it's kind of become the landing place for us to communicate, and the ability to do the quizzes on there works. And I think with the weekend assignment channel is a good spot for it because that's when it happens. So yeah, I'll have to make sure that everybody who might need access there needs access. But what I wasn't sure about is if people would be able to play the quiz if they didn't have permissions to post to the because it's an announcement channel. And so I wasn't sure, but it turned out well. Yeah, I mean, it's clear that I'm a bit of a Garfield fan, so. I think there's one behind me, isn't there? Yeah, look at that. Behind me. Odie on top and Garfield on the shelf. I have I haven't shown it off. So, gosh, maybe 5 years ago now, 3, 4, 5 years ago, my wife got me for Christmas. So normally I'm really difficult to buy for as like gifts, but my wife got this bedspread, and it's huge. Like we have a queen size bed in this, and a lot of times blankets aren't big enough for queen size beds. I don't even know what people with king size beds do, but anyway, she got this, but it's really big, and it's all Garfield, like it looks like it's prints of like Garfield posters or little one panel comics or whatever, but it's all over the whole bedspread, And not only did she get it for me, but she allows our bed to be made with that on a regular basis. Like literally on our bed right now is a giant Garfield bedspread because I married well, everyone. That's a pretty kind-hearted wife. Also, I use all Garfield pillowcases. It's a weird collection I have. I have Garfield pillowcases from, well, I get them all over the place, but I probably have, I don't know, maybe 24 different kinds of Garfield pillowcases. I don't have queen size sheets. Now, this is going to be hard to believe, but when they made Garfield bed sheets, they only made them for child-sized beds. I just can't even. But pillows are fine. Pillowcases are the same, so I have pillowcases. Anyway, everybody's like, unsubscribe. This guy's a weirdo. And that, I mean, you knew that. That is not a surprise to anyone. All right, somebody had a question. I'm going to scroll back. Call them out if I can find it. Person with a question. Yes, that's who it is. Well, what was the question? Because if I can't answer it, and nobody else here can answer it, I can make something up. But I would tell you I was making it up. That's the being kind part. So you laugh, but I have considered, like, how could I make... Because usually when you get Garfield pillowcases, you have to get the whole Garfield bed set because people don't just sell Garfield pillowcases usually. So I do have some bed sheets, but they're all twin size. So are twin size... Is that this? Are bed sizes the same in Europe, or are our bed sizes strictly American? I don't know that. I don't know. And I have never traveled, so I don't really know. Oh, about a particular distro. Okay. I scrolled up because now I'm really chomping at the bit. Well, about the particular distro question. Let's see. We have single, double, queen, and king. I wonder if those line up with. So we have twin, full, queen, and king, and then Texas king. But I bet twin is the same as single, and full is the same as double. That would be my guess. So I found about Raspberry Pi and Vanilla OS for their fast operation and portability of Linux. I just wondered what's better to have overall, even just beyond learning. Oh, what's best? Okay, a couple of things. I got to interview one of the main guys at that is doing Vanilla OS, and I didn't even know what an immutable OS was. But if you look on, if you go to twit.tv or the Floss Weekly channel on YouTube and search for Vanilla OS, I was the co-host, and when we interviewed the Vanilla OS guy. But it was good. As far as what distro is best, do you mean specifically for a Raspberry Pi, or just in general? I mean, in general, it's kind of half. It depends on the situation, and half. Maybe it is California King. It might be California King, not Texas King. I'm sorry. It's two twin beds shoved together for the baseboard, and then this. No, that's a regular. That's just how what a king bed. I don't even know. I don't know what a California King is or Texas King. I don't even know what they are. I just know that I've heard of them. But see, that's the ADHD coming out. Chef Daddy Opa. It depends. So use case, like some distributions lend themselves to like a server environment better than a desktop environment. When it comes to a Raspberry Pi, it's still a lot of personal preference, but the Raspy distribution is pretty great. I mean, it's designed for there, but now everything is works pretty well on Raspberry. Like, yeah, Mason says he uses Ubuntu using the Pi installer, and if you get the is it the Raspy installer? Whatever it is that you boot from originally, it like gives you the option to install a bunch of different operating systems. And what I would do. Oh, okay. Okay. So here, I'll pop this up. So you want the user-friendly GUI that Ubuntu has. So yeah. If you want Kali Linux tools, you probably want to install Kali Linux, and you can probably install a different GUI on top of Kali Linux. The thing that, I mean, it's all Linux, and I think Kali is it Debian based? I don't even remember. I haven't used it in a long time, but you could probably install all of those tools. I mean, you can install all of those tools on Ubuntu proper, but some of them aren't easy to install. Like they don't have just like repos to install fresh. So a lot of times it's easier just to install Kali Linux. And then if you want a different GUI, you can. I've used Kali Linux. I think did I teach a course on it? No, I think when I was doing the pen test course, I just like had it, as one of the tools. I don't like to use Kali Linux as my daily driver, if that makes sense. I like Kali Linux for what it's for. But as far as learning other stuff, I would rather use a generic distro myself, just because Kali is set up to do what it does really well. It's a specialized distribution, right? And so it's hard to learn the standard ins and outs of Linux using a distro that is so specialized like Kali is. So I mean, it's a Raspberry Pi, right? So you could maybe just get another micro SD card and be like, you know what? It's time to do Kali Linux. Turn it off, pop that in, boot it up, and then you have Kali Linux. And then if you want to, mess with regular Linux like Ubuntu or Debian or Fedora or Raspy Linux, just put in a different micro SD card. I think that's what I would recommend. I'm curious. What does everybody else think about using Cali as a daily driver. I just don't like it. It feels like I'm using a very specialized tool, right? It's like I think I would really, really like to be able to learn to use a backhoe, one of the like, but I would not want to drive that to the grocery store every day to get my groceries. I mean, maybe once I would, because that would be funny, but that's kind of what it feels like to me. Like when I want to dig a hole, man, I want to have that. I want to have that backhoe. But if I want to go pick up, a frozen pizza, I just want to get in my car. And so that's kind of how I feel about those specialized distribution like that. Hopefully that answers the question in a way that at least makes sense. Even if you disagree, that's fine, but hopefully it makes sense at least. Yeah, good. I'm glad everybody else is kind of thinking along the same lines that I do, but it is. I mean, it is. It's absolutely a Linux distro, but it's just not designed for much else. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We were picking up what you were putting down, Mason. We got you. Any other questions? I do like answering questions. It feels a little presumptuous of me sometimes because I don't know why. I just don't think of myself as like the person that should be asked questions, but I certainly have opinions on things. So yeah, if there's any other questions or thoughts, somebody mentioned, and I don't know if they're here. I usually see YouTube comments on my phone and then mean to reply, like when I get back to the computer, and then I forget half the time. So usually what happens with YouTube comments is I'll sit down on my computer, I'll remember, I'll see them, and I'll like answer a whole bunch of them. And then there'll be a couple that I don't know how to answer. Like, if you look on comments, there's one of this is like the comment says like, "This is the most unhelpful video ever," and I can't make it go away from. I'm gonna show. You want to see here? I'll show you. This is not me with a pity party. This is how my brain works. And if you ever left a comment and wondered why I either haven't responded or didn't respond in a long time, let's see if I can make this work without like. Okay, I don't think this is exposing anything inappropriate. All right, you come down here. Okay, all right. All right, let me make sure I didn't miss any questions or anything. All right. All right, here. Okay, so this is how YouTube works. I don't know if you're not a YouTuber, maybe you don't see these things, but it basically gives you the filter things I haven't responded to. And Brian, love the restart. That was awesome. Oh, okay. I don't remember what I did there, but I appreciate that. Oh, sweet. See, that was really nice. Heart, that counts as a reply, right? Works well with Windows 10. Oh, nice. The YouTube TV copying thing. So, all right. Awesome. Say good to hear. A little nice. Yeah. Northern Chimp, who's here? You're amazing. Aw, make me blush. You're very kind. And I'm replying during the live stream. All right. But then, so I did all that. See, so like I'll be on a roll, right? I'm like, yeah, I love this. I love responding to people and talking with people. But then patrolling the nuclear winter almost makes you wish for Mojave. And I think it's just, I don't know. Is this a troll? Is this it's in quotes. So is it a movie quote that maybe I should know? It's during the airdrop video. I don't even know. So I don't want to like say heart if this is like a troll thing. And if I don't reply, it never goes away. And then Hate Lives Next Door says, holy crap, this teaching is not helpful in the slightest. And I did do a thumbs down because, whatever. But that doesn't count as a response. So it's there forever and I can't make it disappear unless I reply. And I don't want to reply. Oh, this one. What app program are you using for a Blackboard, whiteboard? I don't remember. So I have to go back and watch the video to see like what I was using at the time. So I feel bad. So I I have to reply to that when I can. And so, yeah. So anyway, that's why I'll be like, all right, I got to stop. Apparently I'm no good to anyone anymore. And so that's what happens. Oh, what's the three dots? I don't know. What are the three dots? Let's see. Oh, I can edit. I can edit my own comment. Can I edit somebody else's? That doesn't make sense. Oh, I see. I can do stuff. I can delete a comment. Oh, I could just delete the comment. But also, what if this comment, for example, what if this isn't a troll thing? What if it's just a funny movie quote that I don't know? I don't want to like delete a comment on somebody. And I mean, and somebody who's not happy with my training, like that's okay. I don't want to like sanitize so that everybody shows nothing but love. So yeah, I don't know. I just don't know what to do. I wish there was a way to like just click ignore. It needs like an ignore button so then I can keep going with comments. And I have no idea what started me down that rabbit hole. But anyway, do I ever have imposter syndrome on my day job? Oh my goodness. If you go to the Wikipedia page for imposter syndrome, it's like, have you ever met Sean Powers? Because that dude, yeah, absolutely. I have imposter syndrome. Oh my gosh, I have imposter syndrome. And of course, unlike everyone else with imposter syndrome, mine is totally valid. No, but there are some, imposter syndrome is funny because the more you are good at something, the more you realize that you have so much to learn. So I think it makes imposter syndrome worse. But also, like, I worked at a university. I was the manager of a department full of people. I think talked about last week. It's a database department, a Microsoft database. I had no right at that job. I don't even have I do not have a college degree. So if you're like, whoa, why am I listening to a guy without even a college degree? Yeah, that's a valid question. So yeah, things like that give me imposter syndrome like crazy. Same thing with comments like that. The one about like, this is not helpful in the slightest. There's some times in my life where that would have been devastating to me, but I just kind of chuckled. I'm like, oh, well, I mean, I'll give you your money back. Here's your nothing. But that hurts. Those were more painful when I worked at CBT Nuggets and somebody was like paying for a subscription and they were like unhappy with my stuff. And I was like, I mean, I feel bad. So yeah, excuse to, a KVM. Yeah. Oh yeah. See, that's the ticket right there. Reasons to have more hardware and software and stuff, you bet. Absolutely. Or, hear me out, multiple monitors and a program like well, right now I'm using Share Mouse. What is the other one? It used to be, there's like the mouse sharing where like you can share your mouse and keyboard, but each computer has its own monitor and they line up next to each other. It used to be called Synergy. I don't know what it's called now. But yeah, there's programs for that too, which is cool. Or control another computer using something like nomachine.com, like NX or Spice or something like that. So yeah. Once I read the forum, the creators of Kali Linux saying it's freaking reasonably as a daily driver. uh yes. So that's funny because yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh, what's in the three dots? We did that. Get his username. Hate lives next door. Yeah, that I know. Feel free to remove. I just feel I don't know. I understand the notion about feeling free to like remove like comments. If they're nasty comments, I will. Sometimes I worry that they're nasty comments and I don't know it because I'm a bit naive. And so I don't know. I had a case of amnesia. That is true. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even remember. Gosh, there's so much I don't remember. Although, you want to know something really, really kind of interesting for me? Um, so my birthday is next month, July 19th. That's not the interesting part, but that's the truth. And so I will be, how old will I be? 75. I'll be 48. Okay, that hurt me a little bit to say out loud and realize. Anyway, 48. But what's interesting is on that birthday, I will live exactly as long before my car accident where I got amnesia as after I had amnesia because it was like in the middle of that year. So like the day I was born and like my 48th birthday, right in the middle of there is I will have lived as long before and after. And I just think that's fascinating. So Yeah, I'm. I've only lived half as long as I appear in this old cruddy body. Don't take this the wrong way, but I'm gonna hear someone like you do as well. It makes me feel. Oh yeah, and so this is so the imposter syndrome. I'm friends with. I won't necessarily call them out, but people that I've mentioned here uh, quite a bit. Professionals who work at big companies or written lots of books or are smarter than me in pretty much everything they do. Most really successful people have imposter syndrome of some sort, especially for some reason. Anybody in creative fields really do. And I personally think a lot of it with everybody else, not me. Mine's totally valid. But I think it's a lot of the when you get really good at something or familiar with something, you realize just how much you don't know. And so you start to feel like, oh my gosh, but if people know how much I don't know, anyway, it is what it is. Still called synergy. Okay, did they have another something? I thought it was like an R word. Synergy sharing. I thought they had another. Oh, Simless. That was the thing. And it's no longer open source or something. I don't know. It got weird. It got a little weird. But nonetheless, yours is very valid. Well, you and I, see, we have to be the exception to the rule, right? We absolutely don't have any right to do what we do. But everybody else who is actually good at what they do with imposter syndrome, no, they need to just, take it easy on themselves. All right. Did we accomplish anything? We answered one question, so that was good. I answered some questions on camera, or answered some comments on camera. And now you've seen firsthand why I'm really bad at answering them. What have I done here? I've made a mess of my screen. If you feel almost useless, just know the LMS doesn't know programming. Money, yeah. I wouldn't mind having the money to throw at stuff. Just saying. I suspect like having personal problems, but also billions of dollars makes it a little bit easier to cope with. But yeah. Yeah, Googling it. I'll tell you what though. And I know I've talked about this before because it's a pet peeve of mine when anybody's in a job interview or taking a certification exam even, and the focus is on rote memory of things like you need to remember the flags for the tar command, like you need to know that that lowercase j is for bzip or whatever. Is that even what it is? Is it lowercase j for bzip? See, I don't know. Those are the things that drive me nuts. You don't have to know that to know what you're doing. If you know that tar can actually compress while it archives, you win. That's who you want to have running your tar command. If they need to Google it a bit, or if they need to look at the help commands or the man page, that's fine. That's why they're there. I get frustrated when people like, oh, but he didn't know, or she didn't know how to do one specific task in Linux. Like, yeah, I don't either. I haven't done that in months. So anyway, yeah, you would Google it. Absolutely. Yeah, that is interesting. AI, it's going to change the world. I mean, for better, for worse, probably a combination or a little of both, but it's going to make things interesting. I don't know. Technology was supposed to give us like this utopia where like robots and computers did all the work, but all we did is just give ourselves more time to do more work. So I don't even know I can't even imagine what AI is going to do for us. It certainly doesn't need to become sentient to make a horrible difference, and wonderful advantages depending on who you are and what situation you're in. All right, looks like we got about 9 minutes left. Any other questions before we're done? See, we filled up a whole hour. We're awesome. You know what we did? We winged it. We winged it for the whole hour. So there, my imposter syndrome over being a streamer just winged it for a whole hour. Oh, a question. Good. I don't know what it is. I didn't read it on the thing. What is your favorite desktop environment window manager? Boy, that is a loaded question. My favorite, you're gonna laugh. Ice WM, and that's ridiculous. It's got like mid 90s vibes going, but Ice WM is so simplistic, and it gets out of my way that I settled on Ice WM for right now I'm using Windows, full confession, for my desktop machine, because I had issues with Pulse Audio, and it was the straw that broke the camel's back. But my Linux desktop computer is just literally right over there, and I SSH'd into it all the time because I still need Linux to do most of the things I do. But when I have a window manager as my daily driver, it's going to be just Ice WM. I just love it. Yeah. My shiny gonna remove Linux Plus. Gonna remove Linux Plus? No. No. I mean, once it's done, I'm gonna have a little party and celebrate. But no, it's not going anywhere. It's not done yet. That's the thing. As soon as we get through it, I'll make the playlist and I'll change the playlist to be like finally complete. No, it's not going anywhere. It's definitely gonna be there for the long haul. I think the only way it might go away is if there's a revision to the Linux Plus course that changes its value. Like I don't want to keep training up that is no longer worthwhile, but my plan is to always have my training free. Even if I were to like package up training and put it somewhere like Skillshare or Udemy or whatever, I'm always going to have my stuff for free on YouTube. It's just for some reason, it's just a passion of mine. So no, it's always going to be available. If I have it, it's going to be available on YouTube to see. So yeah, no worries there. It'll be there. Let's see, what Linux people always hating on other operating systems. Yeah. That's never been me. I mean, even when I worked at Linux Journal, I've never been a Linux zealot. I love Linux, and I like Linux on the desktop, and I might make some jokes about it. I'm a little bit passionate about, I don't like when like hardware, software companies purposefully make things proprietary in a way that a person couldn't use Linux on it. Like there's a video, well, actually their YouTube channel is gone now, but Hewlett Packard released a netbook back in the day when netbooks were all popular and a lot of them could run Linux, and they made it purposefully so that there were no Linux drivers for some of the hardware, and that really ticked me off because I didn't like eliminating a whole section of people group, especially when it was people who couldn't afford the licensing for Windows. And so I'm passionate about things being open, but yeah, I'm more, I don't know. I think like I probably would just like turn off the video, right? I mean, like, yeah, that's not who I am. I'm that's just not kind. And yeah, so I don't know. I'm more sad than anything. I think when I see people who are just so such zealots about like anything else is horrible, that's just not who I am. So I know we're running out of time, and now we got some real good conversation going on. This is awesome. I have to worry about getting into Linux admin job market because so many companies are stuck on prioritizing degree holders. I think that companies don't necessarily keep people with degrees, but you're absolutely right that a lot of companies won't hire somebody with a degree, and that's a pet peeve of mine. I don't have a great answer for that. other than, be good enough that they can't ignore you. But the problem is trying to get past that initial automated thing. Like, for example, Intel, I think, only hires people with like bachelor's degrees, and I don't have one. So like I can't even get an interview. So I don't know that it's a pet peeve of mine, but I think if you get a position, they don't necessarily like, okay, we're getting rid of everybody who doesn't have a degree, because it's almost just like a litmus test for companies. Like, okay, if you have a degree, you probably are knowledgeable. I don't even know. It's an annoyance of mine. I don't have a great answer for it. But the trick is to get that initial interview. And then I guess this will be our last one. When is this? Is my CBT Nuggets course still available? I don't know. I don't, I, maybe, I'm not connected with them at all. They own all of the intellectual property for all the stuff I made, which is weird because like, they sold a course that I did, the Linux server course. It's on open code. There's some big YouTube channel like open code something. And if you go there, there's like a 5.5 hour video of me teaching, but I had nothing to do with it. Free Code Camp. Yeah, there we go. Free Code Camp. And it's me, but I had nothing to do with it. But it's because I made the videos for CBT Nuggets when I worked for them. And so it's all their stuff. I don't have any rights, any royalties, anything to any stuff at CBT Nuggets. So I don't know what they have available anymore. I wish I could answer that question. Okay, yeah. And that's the last one I made for them was the version 4. The one that I'm making now, I think, is version 5, and it'll probably rev, but the changes aren't drastic, so a lot of it's still good. And that's what I mean. Like my course will stick around unless I'm teaching something that is wrong. If I'm teaching something that's wrong, I'll remove it because that I don't want that. But anyway. Yeah. So even if, and yeah, we'll end with this. Yeah, those people. I mean, sometimes being on Windows is very frustrating. However, I think it's a little bit ironic when people who really want freedom of choice then make people who choose to use something else out to be the villain. I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah, I get what you're saying. It can be very frustrating, which is why I went to Linux on the desktop for so many months recently. But anyway, hey, thanks everybody for making this whole hour happen. And we got some real questions and real discussions. We got to work on that too. More. The uppercase was X. I didn't even see uppercase, so no problem there. We got an award from Restream. That was great. Good job, us. All right. Hey, everybody. Have a great afternoon or evening wherever you may be. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for playing along with the quiz. We'll do some more of those in the future. Thanks again to Scott. Lots of kudos to Scott for making that happen. And I think it was super, super duper fun. So I'll see everybody later. And it looks like we streamed the whole time to LinkedIn without any errors. So awesome. Hopefully I'll see everybody next week, and we'll do some videos this week to base the quiz on for next week. Until then, I will see you later. And awkwardly end the stream. End stream. Click, click.